So, hey guys, and welcome back to the Django series. In the previous video, we completed our reply section in which we did a lot of stuffs, right? You might be remembering that how we created our this reply comment by creating a new, templates in Django. In today's video, we will be just, sorting out, doing little changes in the HTML, blog site. And then we will be understanding what is TinyMCE, rich text editor, and how we can implement it, what will be the use. So let's begin. First of all, let's quickly start our server. Okay. So our server is already live. Here is our server. You can see it right here, right? So this is our blog website. I'll see my blog. Here is the blog. So you can see here, like, obviously, if you'll check that here, you can see that it's all text written here, right? You can see blog body, coders, and all sorts of stuffs are written, right? Let me quickly log in here. Okay. And like, in when we are dealing with websites, there are a lot of risk about hacking and stuffs. Like if a user by chance implements here a JavaScript, he can just simply call out any functions and he can, pull on an attack on our website. So we cannot allow it, right? So for that, there is one thing called Django safe filter. Like this is the filter that we can use, to avoid all these stuffs. Like we can check out that what is this filter and all. So we just have to write safe. Okay, let's check. We'll go back to code and in the VS Code, we'll go to blog home, blog post actually. And here inside of this blog post, where is the truncate? Okay, yes. Here what I'll write here is I'll write safe. Okay. Now let's go back to the page and if I'll reload. Okay. So now you can see that, yeah, after getting reload, it has changed completely. Now, if I see it is still showing me this thing here. Okay. So, all right. We have to add this safe everywhere, right? I have just posted it there. I have to put this every single place. So all the places where I have written about the text, I have to edit that and so that, like, if I reload, go back, what is this? First of all, let me just do one thing. I'll go to the admin panel. Okay. Yes. I'll duplicate. Then I'll click on admin. Inside the admin, let's go for comments, not comments actually, posts. I want to check the post. Here in the post, what all things are there? Okay. So it's a basic structure of a web page written here. I want to see where is that particular block. Okay, here it is. Right. Right now, I doesn't really want that this full long code should be there here. Okay. So what we can do here is we can do any sort of changes. We can write any, thing. Like by chance I'll write what is Django? What is Django? And then, I can copy out anything from here and then I can just, paste it out there. Like Django is a free open source, whatever it's written here. I'll just copy it down so that, it will be not that difficult. Okay, I'll use till here, copy. Then I'll go back to my site. Here I'll paste it. Okay. Now I can do the changes. I'll write what is Django. Okay. Like this will be pretty easy. And if I'll save it and if I'll reload the page, you can see here it's visible. What is Django? Django is a free open source something. But you can see it's not proper, right? Because I copied it like this It was having lots of gaps and all, but here there is nothing. So to to deal with it, I have to go back here and then I have to write all the things here. Like I'll write P, then I'll write closing paragraph tag, then I'll write another opening paragraph tag, and I'll repeat it. Copy, paste, paste, and again here, paste. Right. So what I did here is I have wrapped everything up. I have wrapped everything up in tags so that it will be very easy to see. And I'll save it. And if I reload the page, now you can see that for now, all the paragraphs are visible. That is not looking cool. But if I'll check it out here, you can see here in this section, it's looking pretty. What is Django? Django is an open source, right? So why it's like that? We have to check out the page, like where exactly we have stored the things here. We'll go to blog post. In the blog post here, we can see here is the title and the timestamp and the content. So here, after the content, I'll write here as safe. And if I'll open it again, reload, continue reading. Yeah. So now you can see that it's looking pretty, right? Like the things are visible pretty easily. And now if I will even add the comment section as well here, it won't be affected. But what about here? Like if if I write a paragraph tag and if I'll submit it, it's surely gonna submit, right? See? And so like that, everybody can, attach any sort of JavaScript or any sort of things which we doesn't really want. So to deal with it, what we can do here is we can add here as well the same thing. Okay. To do that, I'll just write save and same thing I'll add for reply in the reply section as well. Where is the reply? Okay, here. Get reply inside the get reply. Reply.username and then reply.comment. Here I'll reload. So you can see that it has become an empty. Now nobody can directly inject any sort of, things in the blog side, right? So this was how we can, basically cure our website. But what about there are few things that we can do. Like if you want to deal or if you want to make your website a little more, interesting and effective, you can add that reporting buttons, deleting comments, and all sort of stuffs. But my task was to just create a normal blog website, and I think that I have done that work here because as you can see that things are looking really pretty. You can now like all the changes you guys can do, like changing colors, text, fonts, and all the stuffs, right? Now the main things that is there for today's video, that will be this TinyMCE, rich text editor. Now what is this TinyMCE editor? Now the use of this editor is obviously like by chance if you're creating a website for a person who is not into this, coding and stuffs. So when that person will be, doing or when he will be creating a blog, obviously he can't add tags like that or he can't simply implement things like that, right? So just to deal with that, we will be using this TinyMCE editor because let me show you where is, I'll go to docs, documentation. Here you can see that if I will write anything here, see, it's just gonna give me, that heading. I'll write, suppose I'll write welcome to Django. Okay, if I'll give it a center heading, then I'll give a heading one like that. Then from there, I'll write by chance if I write, hey, this is a video tutorial for Django, right? And if I'll also give, any sort of by chance things and stuffs like that. So you can see that we are getting all the code here, right? If I submit, you can see I have got the code H1 text line center and everything. So our main work will be here is to apply this TinyMCE into our page so that if any user goes on there, he or she can type on all the stuffs which they wanted to do in the page, and it will be directly implemented there, right? I hope like you are understanding what the things I'm telling here. Okay, so here getting started, if I'll click, there was supposed to be like some packages that we can just directly apply into the page. TinyMCE documentations, inside the documentations. Like basically, these people ask us to log in and they will give us a free API key. That their main goal is just to sell their products. And we doesn't really want that. So I will say that you should avoid it, right? I'll go TinyMCE 5 here. Okay. So inside the TinyMCE 5 section, you can see I have got this quick start guide, right? So let's do one thing. We'll head over to VS Code. And for now, I will close all these files because for now, like we are not going to do anything here. So I'll just create a new file and I'll name it as tinymce.html. Okay. And for that, you guys must be having this live server extension here. Okay. Live server. Let's see. In my case, it's already installed here, right? This is the one, Microsoft's one. So it will be helpful for you to deal with it. Now, what I'll do here is I'll just copy this code and if I paste it here and let's click on go live. What this will do here is now you can see that, we have got our own TinyMCE, this window, right? Like, if I now really want to do anything, I can just directly do it down here, right? Like, all the things I can do here, like I can write my own blog and stuff, and then we can get the code. But how exactly we are gonna get the code? Let's do some, functions for that as well. So you can see this is the heading and like everything. But if I really want to work with it, it will be always, or it will also demand us their things. Like where are other things here as well? Because if I remember using it, there will be, some photos and stuffs as well. Like we can add photos here and all the things. So we'll check it out on that. So let me see where are the plugins. Actually, why I'm, suggesting this TinyMCE is because like if I'll search things, like in this case, suppose if I go back here and you can see that now I am copying this text from this particular page. Okay, I am copying this text like that. And if I'll go here and if I'll paste it, so you can see that it has copied the text exactly the way it was, right? It has even given us, all the things that was necessary, all the codes and all. It will also provide us with the code. I will be showing you how it does that, right? So that is the exact reason why I am suggesting you this TinyMCE. Okay, and let's go here inside here. We'll add a button here real quick. I'll write button. Okay, inside the button, I'll give it an ID as BT. Okay, and inside that, I will write here as get HTML. Fine. Like I'll write here as get HTML, and then I'll create a div, and div with an ID of my HTML. Okay. Now I have did this. Now what I will do here is inside this script tag, obviously we are going to write some JavaScript here. Okay. So I'll write bt dot add. Okay, maybe it's not working. bt dot add event listener, and then I'll write click. Like what I'm doing here is I'm writing a function. Like whenever we will click on the button, okay, then what should happen here is I'll define a variable e by chance e. Okay, then now inside that I'll write. Okay, so what I'm saying that whenever that button is clicked, go to like define all the HTML, and then whatever HTML is written in that text, we have to take that and then we have to write it here dot get. Okay, like what I'm writing here, it has a selector my text area, right? So we are selecting that ID, that text selector means whatever values and whatever things are there under this my text area. Okay, we should get that dot get content. Okay, dot get content. Let's see whether it's gonna work or not. Okay, obviously, we are not gonna implement that same thing, but it's just I am typing it just to see that whether it's going to work or not. Reload. See, this is the thing that I was saying, right? Now, if I'll go here, if I'll copy it down again, copy, and I'll do here as paste, right? You can see that things are there here. Now, what I'll do is if I'll click on get HTML, and if we'll go to JS here, console, okay, maybe our button is not working. Let's see what is the issue. Okay, maybe let's go back here. Yeah, we have to check the class. Actually, I forgot to check the class here. So the class ID should be same, right? We want that our value should be stored within inside this div. And let's do one thing. We'll reload and I'll paste get HTML. Okay, maybe still it's not working. So let's do one thing. We'll write console dot console.log console.log e, and let's see. We'll paste inspect, and if I'll head on to console, if I'll click get HTML, okay, still it's not working. So let's do one thing. What I'll do here is I'll paste the thing here. I'll create a script tag again, and I'll paste all this stuff right below our right below our this, right. Let's again copy, paste, and let's see whether it's working or not. Let's check. Okay, ID is correct. Get HTML is also correct. Okay, here we forgot to give a semicolon here. And then let's do one thing. All right, here. Let's do one thing. We'll check it for inner text. Copy, paste, get HTML, inspect, console. There's the console. Okay, TinyMCE. Oh, I have maybe written the wrong spelling. Okay. Now if I'll paste, get HTML. Okay. What is this? Is restricted pointer ID 1 with height. Okay, why exactly we are not getting? Okay, let's reload get HTML. Okay, maybe here is the exact issue. I'll write text like that. If I reload, get text. Okay. See, now our code is working, right? So let's do one thing. We'll big paste. Get HTML. So now you can see that we are getting all the HTML, div class and all the stuff. Now, if I will, implement that into our file, let me show you. Copy. And if I'll just create a new file, no HTML file, and if I'll run it, sample.html, we'll leave it. Let's do one thing. I want to just run the sample right here. I'll paste it. Okay. You can see that this is the sample, all the text that was supposed to be written. Okay. And we'll just wrap it up between the normal, HTML commands and all the things that exists. Copy code. And I'll do one thing. I'll paste it here. I doesn't really need all these things. Just this section. Don't even need script here. Right. Now inside the body, I'll just copy all of that, cut and paste. Okay. Format document. And let's do one thing. Let's run the server and see whether our TinyMCE has given us the correct files or not. See, now you can see that all the text is looking like same, but yeah, it's just, they were having different font. It's not have the same font, but rest you can see that files are working the same, right? So this is the reason why we are going to use TinyMCE into our, files. So I hope you guys have understood what will be the use. In the next video, we will be attaching it to our main, blog section, and that maybe I guess will be the final video to wrap up all the blog contents and the things which we created in the blog website. I hope that you like the series, and if you liked it, then subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and all sorts of things. I hope if you have any doubts and queries, then do comment out. I will be, you know, solving it out. So that was pretty much it from my side for this video. I'll catch you in another one. Till then, see you. Have a great day and bye bye.